The time is now 5:40. We'll now begin the meeting for the City of Statesboro Mayor and Council. The date is January the 18th, 2022. We will have our invocational pledge of allegiance. Well, Councilmember John Riggs is not here. Is there a council member that would like to do it instead?
Sure.
Okay.
We pause and invoke whatever we hold highest and most dear as we prepare to look at the business of our home city and do what we can with it. We're grateful for so many blessings. We're grateful for the double-edged swords that make us appreciate, even when it comes close to loss and sometimes even to loss. May it open our hearts to be gentle and tender with one another. May we continue to do the best we can to be kind to one another and to move forward in ways that are beneficial for all. May it be so. Amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Leah, do we have any public comments?
No, Mayor.
Okay, we'll move down to agenda item 4, consideration of motion to approve the consent agenda, which is approval of minutes for our January the 4th council minutes. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's show that agenda item 4 has passed. We move down to agenda item 5, a public hearing and consideration of a motion to approve the first reading of ordinance 2022-1, or ordinance amending the Statesboro Code of Ordinances, Chapter 6, Section 6-23 to regulate the licensure and operation of package stores. To my understanding, there's been a request to table this matter. Is there a motion to table?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, let it show that agenda item 5 has been tabled. We'll move down to
Is that table till February, the first meeting in February?
yes. I'll make that correction. First meeting in February. That is correct, yeah. All right, we'll move down to agenda item 6, public hearing and consideration of a motion to approve application for an alcohol license in accordance with the City of Statesboro Alcohol Ordinance, Section 6-13A, Mellow Mushroom, 1098 Bermuda Run Road, Statesboro, Georgia, 30458. Owner Statesboro LLC. Is there a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Planning and zoning.
No issue, sir.
Fire.
No issues.
Chief.
No issue.
Kane.
Recommend approval.
Okay. Is there anyone here to speak for the request? Okay. Okay. All right. Anyone here speak against? All right. Seeing that there is none, there's a motion to clear the hearing.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Yeah, so, any discussion by council? All right, seeing that there's no discussion by council, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, congratulations. All right, we'll move down to agenda item 7, public hearing consideration of motion to approve application SE 21-12-01. TBR LLC requests a special exception at a property located in the R15 zoning district in order to allow the placement of a hair salon at 106 South Zitteron Avenue. Is there a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. I'm sorry, I said so moved and second. Second.
You
It's
got
been
it?
a long day, I'm
I
sorry.
know, we gonna work with you. Okay.
Thank you, sir. The applicant requests a special exception in order to place a hair salon in the R15, which is the single-family residential zoning district, at 106 South Zederawa Avenue. Currently, the location is vacant. This section of South Zederawa has historically been a residential neighborhood but has over time shifted to a more commercial use with the increase in uses of South Zetterow Avenue as a connector street to Northside Drive. So the parcel is shown in red on South Zetterow. The future land use map shows this to be identified as a neighborhood center area. The current zoning shows this in the R15 zoning district. The subject property is the red roof property on the top left. The property to the north is on the bottom right. Property to the south is on the top left. And the property to the west is on the bottom right. Staff does recommend approval of SE 21-12-01. If this petition is approved by the mayor and city council, it should be subject to the applicant's agreement to the following enumerated condition. 1, approval of the special exception does not grant the right to develop on the property without adherence to city code and approval by the Department of Planning and Development. That is my presentation, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone here to speak for the request? Come on.
Oh. I'm just here to, Mr. Mayor, I'm just here to answer any questions that you or the council may have regarding the,
Okay, state your name.
I'm Hank Meyerhofer, I'm one of the owners of the property.
Okay, good deal, thank you. All right,
Hey, I'm sorry. Right here.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you opening up a hair salon?
Well, I actually need a haircut, so I probably could use it, but no, ma'am, there's it's called Salon Blue, they're just around the corner.
Oh, okay, I know that.
And they're losing, they need to move out of their property, so
Okay.
they've talked with our property manager who has put them in there. Alan Drummond with Pear Properties is who handles that for us, so they're doing a great job. So we hope you approve it, because the ladies are ready to move in, and we're trying to get it the way they'd like it, so. And I know they need business, so ladies.
you think they can do something with this?
Yes, sir, yes, sir, they can make things shine right up. So,
Lord. All right, is there anyone here to speak against the request? All right, seeing that it is none, we're gonna close the hearing.
okay, thank you.
Is there a motion to close?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, any discussion by council? Seeing that there's none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Let's show that agenda item 7 has been approved. We move down to agenda item 8, public hearing and consideration of a motion to approve application SE 21-12-02. Shining Anson requests a special exception at a property located in the commercial retail zoning district in order to place an auto body / mechanic shop at property located at 216 North Zetterow Avenue. Is there a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Thank you. The applicant requests a special exception in order to place an automotive body shop in the CR, the Commercial Retail Zoning District, at 216 North Zetterow Avenue. The property has been vacant and without an active business license for over 5 years. Historically, the site has served as the Met's Body Shop, as well as Bullock Automotive, with an estimated build date of December 1995. The last noted business at this address was Statesboro Pecans in 2014. This area has a lot of automotive uses surrounding it. The property is shown in red on the corner of North Zetterow and Brownswell Road. The future land use map shows this to be identified in the neighborhood center area. The current zoning map shows the zoning as mentioned in the commercial retail zoning district. The subject property is on the top left. The property to the north is shown on the bottom right. The property to the east, which is essentially our public works yard, is shown on the top left. And the bottom right shows the property to the west. And you can see there's a lot of automotive uses already currently in this area. Therefore, staff recommends approval of SE 21-12-02. If this petition is approved by the mayor and city council, it should be subject to the applicant's agreement to the following enumerated conditions. 1, approval of the special exception does not grant the right to develop on the property without adherence to the city code and approval by the Department of Planning and Development. 2, the applicant must submit a parking plan with any renovation to be done on the site prior to the issuance of an occupational tax certificate. And 3, the applicant must provide adequate enclosure of the operation using an opaque fence screening, not to include cyclone fencing, on the side of the property that's visible from North Zenner Avenue. That's my presentation, thank you.
Thank you. All right, is there anyone here to speak for the request?
Hi, I'm Shannon Torrey Anderson, and I'm here to request a special exception for this to be returned to its original use of an automotive repair and auto body shop.
All right, thank you. All right, is there anyone here to speak against the request? Seeing that there is none, is there a motion to close the hearing?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, any discussion by council? All right, seeing that
We
there
should
is
approve it.
none. Councilman Boone?
We should approve it.
All right, is there a motion, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second? So what?
I thought that's what he just did.
But he said we should approve it.
Oh.
Yeah, so, so he followed it up. All right, so is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
No, y'all killing me now. Agenda item 9, consideration of a motion to approve resolution 2022-01. A resolution requesting approval for the staffing for adequate fire and emergency response grant for the city of Statesboro. Mr. Penny?
Mayor, members of the council, I think this is our third time coming before you.
It is.
Requesting the authorization to apply for the SAFER grant.
Mhm.
We applied last year for 12 firefighters. We were not successful.
Mhm.
They are opening up that grant again, and we're asking authorization to apply for 12 firefighters again.
Okay, good.
Recommend approval.
We got our fingers crossed this time.
Yeah.
All right, absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Penny. Any discussion by council? Seeing that there's none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Let us show that agenda item 9 is passed. We'll move down to agenda item 10. Consideration of a motion to approve resolution 2022-02, a resolution approving application of a community home investment program grant to the Georgia Department of Community Affairs and commitment of matching funds. Mr. Penny.
Mayor, members of the council, annually, Department of DCA has the CHIP grant and CDBG, and what we're asking for is authorization to apply for the CHIP grant. We would be applying for $600,000. We'd have to do a match of about $100,000, and we are hopeful with going with this for this grant that if we are successful, it would pair nicely with the work that we're about to embark on with the housing rehab program. And so we're asking authorization from you this evening to be able to apply for the CHIP grant.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Penny. Any discussion by council? All right, seeing that there's none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, let us show that agenda item 10 is passed. We'll move down to agenda item 11. Consideration of a motion to accept the recently awarded grant from the Criminal Justice Coordinating Committee in the amount of $116,640 for the purchase of a new shooting simulator and related equipment. Mr. Penny?
Mayor, we just need, we're recommending that you approve the acceptance of the grant
Okay.
for the shooting simulator.
All right, thank you, Mr. Penny. All right, any discussion by council? All right, seeing that there's none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's show that agenda item 7 is passed. We'll move down to agenda item 11 on the one I'm looking at. Agenda item 11 has passed. We'll move down to agenda item 12, consideration of a motion to approve the fourth lease amendment with T-Mobile regarding the Mykeal Drive water tower. Mr. Penny.
Mayor, members of the council, I think T-Mobile has to do some upgrade on their equipment that's on our tower. And so therefore, we need to amend our agreement. We do recommend approval of it. The lease rate and all that remains the same, but they had to come to us because they need to upgrade the equipment that's on the tower. We recommend approval.
All right, any discussion by council? Seeing that there is none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Let's show that agenda item 12 has passed. We move down to agenda item 13. Consideration of a motion to approve the updated contract with South Georgia Family Medicine Associates, PC, to serve as the Statesboro Fire Department physician. Mr. Penny.
Mayor and council, I guess it was a year or so ago, we received a grant of $25,000 under the AFG. And what that allowed us to do is establish this relationship with Dr. Gerges as our medical director for the fire department. We went a second year and we received the funds, but we didn't bring a contract before the council because we just rolled into the existing contract. The original contract was only for $25,000. The amount of the grant was $35,000. And in order to be able to apply for funds for the next cycle, we have to expend all of our funds. So we need to amend our contract and set that value at $35,000. And that's what we're bringing this amended contract to you, so that you can, and asking for your approval that we increase that $35,000 so we can expend those funds. So when we apply for the next round, we will not have any funds left over.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Penny. Any discussion by council? Seeing that there is none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, the agenda item 13 is passed. We move down to agenda item 14. Consideration of a motion to approve change order 1 with Y Delta Incorporated in the amount of $20,125 for Stillwell Street and Zillerod Avenue Intersections Improvements Project, and authorize the mayor to execute contract document amendments. Mr. Penny.
One day, we're gonna get this project built.
I know.
And at last time, I think we brought a contract to you for the work on the rail line. However, as a part of that, the work on the rail line does not include the work for the asphalting and things like that needs to occur. And what this change order will take care of, it will help us finish that project. So we do recommend that change order with Y Delta so that we can get this project on Stillwell completed. Recommend change order.
Okay. Any discussion by council? Seeing that there is none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we move down to agenda item 15, consideration of a motion to authorize the mayor to execute a memorandum of understanding with North Point Real Estate Incorporated for the extension of water and sewer infrastructure to serve property located on Highway 67, known as the Rushing Track. Mr. Penny.
Mayor, by extending water and sewer out 67, we seem to have a lot of folks that are interested in that. And this property called the Russian Tract, I believe it's actually going before the county commissioners for approval. However, before the county commissioners will approve that, they need to know that they can serve that property with water and sewer. And the only way they can serve that property with water and sewer is from work with the city of Statesboro. And so this memorandum of understanding will outline the method that would occur. At some point, when that property is served, it would actually be annexed into the city of Statesboro. We do recommend this memorandum of understanding for your approval this evening.
Okay. Any discussion by council? Seeing that there is none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we'll move down to agenda item 16, other business from city council. Is there any other business from city council?
Mr. Penny, you gonna talk about the next vax clinic?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it tonight. Ms. Barr and I have this running joke. The next, vaccination clinic is actually, January the 29th. Yeah, I need to talk about Ms. Barr, because I'm asking for some money. And so the last time we did the vaccination clinic, on January the 8th, we actually, we vaccinated 75 people. And we ran out of gift cards. We brought 50 gift cards, and we actually could have given out 60 gift cards. And so we only have 19 gift cards left. And so on the 29th, I wanna make sure I get the date right, Ms. Barr.
Right.
From 8:30 to 12:30, we're gonna do a vaccination clinic. But I'm requesting of the council to authorize, you authorized me to buy 100 more gift cards. And I don't think this is gonna be our last vaccination clinic. So I wanted to ask tonight for authorization to purchase an additional 100 gift cards, which will cover more than one vaccination clinic. And that would cost about it would be $5,000 to buy those 100 gift cards. And so I recommend that we do it. It seemed to get people coming because we actually thought that was gonna not be a good day because we had another event going on out at Mill Creek. But again, the folks turned out, and I think the Omicron variant probably helped us get folks coming. But the $50 does appear to get people to come into the door. And so if, we can cover the $5,000 through funds from our ARPA funds. So we do recommend it, and we request your authorization to be able to purchase 100 more gift cards.
Thank you, Mr. Penny. All right, is there a motion for the request?
So we'll move that, or should we just make it blanket that you can purchase 100 every month as long as we need them? In case you need them earlier before a meeting next time? What's your preference?
I prefer you do it this way, Ms. Barr. We just see how we go. If we get to a point that it dries up, I just don't wanna have a bunch of gift cards out there, because once we buy them, they won't take them back. And then we have to find something else to give them away for, but I think, I'm okay with coming to you, because you meet twice a month, and so if we give 100 gift cards away on the 29th, you're gonna be meeting on February 1st.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you.
Okay. So I move that we authorize purchase of another $150 gift cards.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Anything else on the council business? Okay, seeing that it's not, city manager comments?
Mayor and council, last year, you sponsored, the city sponsored 3 food drives for Feed the Borough. And so Don Poe sent an email, which was not included in this packet, asking the city to consider funding 3 food drives in 2022. Last year, we spent $15,000, but because of the relationship with Second Harvest, the cost has gone down tremendously. I'm only requesting $4,500 in order to be able to cover those 3 food drops. And so I bring it to you this evening to see if you would authorize the expenditure of $4,500 for Feed the Borough. And we would come back to you with an agreement, but I need to know if that's something that you're interested in doing.
Okay, and so that's 3 food drops, that's about $1,500 per food drop. If council will, can we approve doing an additional 2 food drops for them at $1,500 apiece?
If you just give me that indication.
Yeah, I'm talking to council. So council, are y'all comfortable, doing 2 additional food drops for Feed the Borough?
Yep.
So they're doing it like every other month lately, aren't they?
I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'd rather have it in the bag than not, because we know it's a need. If council approves, is there a motion to approve?
Isn't food security is one of the purposes of the money, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Well, there you go, sure,
There you go. Councilman Williams, is that a second?
sure.
All right, all those in favor?
Ah.
All right,
Now, Mayor, we will come back to you with the agreement
okay,
at the next meeting.
okay, good deal.
Okay.
Thank you, council.
Oh, and I have one more, one more item there. We came to you about the census data at a meeting in December, and we had to look at whether we needed to redo our districts. And at that time, we had been contacted by Senator Hickman. I'm sorry, one of the senior moments. Senator Hickman, and our option was to let the General Assembly, the group do the redistricting, or we could use someone. So we chose to use CRC, Coastal Regional Commission. And they performed the work for us and looked at our numbers to see if we need to redraw the districts. And typically, you don't, every time you have a census, you don't always have to redo the districts unless there's some big shift in the population. And so Coastal Regional Commission did the work. And what they determined is that the districts had not shifted significantly. It was less than a 4% difference in the population shifted in those districts. So based on that number, there was no need to redistrict at this point. And so tonight, I wanted to give you that report. There was any FYI packet, but I wanted to say that to you. And then Senator Hickman's office had called me last week to see if there was anything that they needed to do. But I wanted to report this to you to make sure y'all were okay, and then there would be no action that would be needed to be taken. And then I would advise them that, we may have to forward this information to them, but we are happy with the work, well, I don't say happy. We are satisfied with the work that was provided by Coastal Regional Commission to look at our numbers to see if there have been any significant change in the districts.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Penn. All right, we'll go on to public comments. Any public comments? All right, seeing that there is none, we'll move down to agenda item 19, consideration of a motion to enter into executive session to discuss personnel matters, real estate, and/or potential litigation in accordance with O.C.G.A. 50-14-13B. I am aware that there is a matter for us to go into executive session.
There's real estate and personnel.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Mayor, I'm sorry, before we make that motion, I'm noticing that we have somebody here from Youth Commission and somebody from one borough, and I'm wondering if they have something they wanted to address?
Yeah, we just did some.
Just civic?
I came to address the thing that got tabled till February, so I'll come back if it got
Gotcha, thank you, just didn't want to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right, so is there a motion, to go into executive session?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.